What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. And it is great to be back again to do more reviews. And before I get on with this review, I want to mention a few things first. On October 6th, when the Super Showdown happens, you will be seeing me video cameraing myself through my phone, so you're going to be getting my phone quality. You'll be getting my phone quality instead of, this, what you see with my camera. Yeah, I'm going to be filming myself heading to the Super Showdown. My dad and my brother will be coming with me, but hopefully they are not too bothered to know what I'm going to be doing. So, yeah, that's basically what I wanted to talk about. So, let's get on with the review. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and we're here to talk about some Monday Night Raw. We're going to be talking about Monday Night Raw and this poor fest of a show. I mean, how can anyone enjoy this show? I mean, there was quite a bit. There was quite. What's the word? There was a lot wrong. There was a lot wrong with this show, but I want to talk about a few things first. I want to talk about the whole Shield situation that, a lot of people were talking about All In, the Ring of Honor New Japan show that Cody Rhodes and the Young Bucks held. I didn't watch it. I did not watch it. I was busy. I had to celebrate Father's Day, so I couldn't watch All In. But even if I wanted to, I probably wouldn't anyway. But, don't at me. I'm just saying I just don't watch independent wrestling, so my apologies. The Shield, this whole Shield angle is stupid. It is pretty damn stupid, if you ask me, and I don't understand why the Shield are even back. Like, they didn't give a reason why the Shield's back together, and they keep calling themselves the Workhorses. Which, well, the way they keep getting beaten up, it doesn't sound like they're workhorses to me. It just sounds like they are the we get our butt kicks. We get our butt kicked horses, it sounds like to me. And it didn't matter. Braun Strowman's a heel. And, Braun Strowman, a lot of people were upset with Braun going face because he was naturally liked. Now that he's a heel, now everyone's complaining he's a heel. That, he's a heel only because Vince McMahon wants people to cheer Roman Reigns. Sure, I understand that's a really good logical point, and I agree, that could be the case. But everybody enjoyed Braun Strowman as a heel. Everyone enjoyed Braun as a heel. So in my opinion, they've just gone back by putting him back as a heel. But, maybe people got used to Braun Strowman as a face. But yeah, this Shield stuff, it didn't, I'm not a fan of it. There's no reason why the Shield are back. There's just no reason for it. And all the heels came out and assaulted the Shield. And I don't know if anybody noticed this. Did anybody notice a guy in a American underpants? The American colored underpants, small hair. If you look on the picture on www.com. There's a small guy standing in between Connor and Razar. Yeah, that's Drew Gulak. That's Drew Gulak from 205 Live. What was he doing there? I know probably not many people noticed, but that's Drew Gulak. That was Drew Gulak, the cruiserweight from 205 Live. I don't understand why he was there. I don't understand why he was there at all. Mojo Rawley was there. I think the main one there was Drew Gulak. Like, I don't understand why Drew Gulak was there. I don't know. And honestly, I don't care. But I think not many people noticed Drew Gulak being there. Or maybe people just saw him and they probably just didn't know who the hell he was either way. The Bellas made their return, and you know, I know I've come on sounding very harsh about the Bellas, like, because I come on and talked harsh about the Bellas, people started claiming I don't like them. I like, here's the funny thing, like, over my past few videos, you people have listened to most of my videos, and when the times I do mention the Bella Twins, I say, oh, I miss the Bella Twins, I want to see them back. I love them. I'm a big fan of theirs. I want to see them. So now all of a sudden, 2 weeks, like SummerSlam and 2 Raws, all of a sudden people started thinking I didn't like the Bella Twins. Like, I had an incident on Twitter. Some guy was commenting on me because I was saying stuff like, I don't hate the Bella Twins. I just don't I just don't understand why they keep going. I just don't understand why WWE is trying to make us look like idiots by having the Bella Twins show up on Raw. And then some guy, which I'm not going to mention his name, some guy starts saying, oh, they're free agents. You do know there's a brand split going on, buddy. So, like, me and him went at it for a while. I went back at him saying, well, that's no excuse. The free agent is no excuse for a reason why someone's hanging around on Raw. And I told him, I said, Nikki Bella is signed on SmackDown. And then guess what he said? He said, yes, it is. So he was basically saying, yes, saying that they are free agents is an excuse. He says, yes, it is. Nikki Bella's been off SmackDown for a few years, which is warranting her to be a free agent. And the Bella Twins are big enough stars to warrant being free agents. So me and him went at it for a while, and I told him, I said, you do know there's a brand split going on, buddy. So the Bella Twins being free agents is no excuse. They need to be on one show. And he even, like, I would show, maybe I might screenshot them, but it's just pathetic. It was pathetic. This guy was making all the claims in the world why the Bella Twins deserve to be free agents. So this would have been the same guy that would have been okay with John Cena being a free agent when he was doing the free agent shit. You do know there is a brand split going on. So why are the Bella Twins hanging around on Raw? Especially Brie. Like, she should be on SmackDown helping Bryan deal with Miz and Maryse only. And Nikki Bella should be on SmackDown only. What, so because they are mainstream stars, they are allowed on Monday Night Raw? So you can't give Raw any star power. So you can't give SmackDown Live any star power. Well, since WWE has a big finish with their divas, why not put Sasha Banks and Bayley on SmackDown? Because you never use them. You never use them on Raw anyway, so put them on SmackDown. And Ember Moon, why not? Seriously, this is the shit that this is the shit that I listen to. People are happy that the Bellas are free agents. Free agent my Bellas. Seriously. We can clearly see, and I love the Bella Twins, but I'm just so sick and tired of how people just accept they're free agents. And that's what the guy said to me. The guy told me to deal with it, that they're free agents. And I said, just because I like them doesn't mean I have to accept what WWE is doing with them. And he said, yes, yes we do. We do accept it. And I'm like, and I'm thinking, are you even blind? Are you blind? So this guy is pretty much accepting everything that WWE gives them. I didn't understand it. I just don't understand it. The Bell Twins obviously win. They bury Liv Morgan. I may not be the biggest fan of Liv Morgan and the Riot Squad. More on Ruby Riot than Sarah and Liv. But pretty much they just buried these two guys with the Bella Twins. Bella Twins get the win here, obviously. You're not going to have the Bellas lose. And please, please, WWE, get the Bellas away from Ronda Rousey. I'm sick and tired of this whole shit with Ronda Rousey. Just turn them heel. Just turn them heel and get it over with. We have to see the Bella Twins at the Super Showdown teaming with Ronda Rousey against the Riot Squad. I just don't get it. I honestly just do not get it at all. Now, if the Riot Squad get the win, and this causes the Bella Twins to turn on Ronda, then fair enough. But I think we all know the Bellas and Ronda are beating the Riot Squad at the Super Showdown. Chad Gable and Bobby Roode. Now, this was a bit of a surprise to see these two guys in a tag team. Now, I understand. Now, I did not know how to feel about this, but I know Chad Gable and Bobby Roode are two awesome wrestlers. They are awesome. They are great in-ring talents, and I'm pretty sure they can work really well together in a tag team if they can, learn more tag team competitives, more tag team maneuvers. But I don't think, like Bobby Roode, I just don't see him as a tag team guy. I don't see him as a tag team guy. Yes, I appreciate WWE fixing the tag team division. I appreciate them fixing the tag team division, but I just don't see Bobby Roode as a tag team guy. I see him more as a guy that goes after the mid-card world titles. But I do agree that since these two guys aren't really succeeding in singles competition, may as well just put these two guys together and we'll see what happens. And I will only be okay with this team if they become tag team champions. That's all I'm gonna say. Alexa Bliss and Natalya, they had a match. Elias earlier, was doing his usual thing. It's getting boring. Alexa Bliss said that she wants to walk with Elias. Well, go right ahead, Alexa. You can do that. I ain't stopping you. But Alexa Bliss defeats Natalya with Ronda's armbar. And I actually chuckled a little bit, which is me laughing. If you people don't know what chuckling is, it's like a miniature laugh. And yeah, Alexa Bliss, she's just so good. She's just so good at what she does. Like, she's great on the mic. She may be an average wrestler at best, but I just want the hate to stop. I just want the hate of Alexa Bliss to stop. So just because she's being heavily pushed is your reason why you have to hate her? If you like her, like her. You like, people are just too scared to like someone who WWE are heavily pushing, because if they like someone that WWE are heavily pushing, they'll keep pushing them. I thought that's how pushing people works. If you like that person, the WWE will continue to push them. But I'm not going to get into a big argument about this. I'm just saying it's just disappointing that the fans go from loving Alexa Bliss on SmackDown Live, then ever since she joins Monday Night Raw, Alexa Bliss has just grown more haters than fans. I'm not a hater. I never will be. The B team were meant to take on the Revival, but then Drew McIntyre, I almost said Drew Gulak. Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler attack the Revival, and they become the new Raw Tag Team Champions, Ziggler and McIntyre. I'm glad that the titles are off the B Team, but all I hope is that this doesn't set up a whole thing with the Shield. Now, if it was up to me, I would have the Revival chase Dolph and Drew. That's what I would do. I would have the Revival become, you know, I know people might not like the idea of them becoming faces, but I think the Revival getting a title shot, like they got screwed, and they deserve an opportunity at the tag team titles. I just don't understand why Vince McMahon just doesn't want to put the titles on these two. It's like Vince McMahon is just terrified. To give the Revival the tag team titles. He is just straight up terrified of giving these two guys what they deserve. And it really makes me sad. I wasn't the biggest fans of the Revival at first. But the Revival just grew on me. The Revival grew on me, and I've become one of their biggest fans. And it's just such a shame that WWE just won't put the tag team titles on these guys. Then why have them on Raw? Why have them on Raw if you're not going to do anything with them? Put them on SmackDown. Have them win the SmackDown tag team titles if you really don't want them holding your titles, Vince. But either way, Dolph and McIntyre are the new tag team champions, and good. I guess that's good, because then that means I guess that's good, because then we don't have to deal with B team. We don't have to deal with the B team because they suck. Back to Jobbers B team. AOP. This is another big talking point. Everybody seems to be... here's something I want to mention. People said the Authors of Pain need a manager. And I don't want to come on here sounding like a hater, but Jesus Christ, when you get what you want, when the fans decide to get, when WWE finally decides to give the fans what they want, it's like, it's just this fan base. Why are you... I understand Drew, what's his name? Drake Maverick is the 205 Live general manager. I understand that. But why go ahead and say AOP need a manager? They need a manager. And then when WWE decides to deliver and give them a manager, all of a sudden you don't want it? Sure, Drake Maverick is the 205 Live GM. But I just don't understand why you say give AOP a manager, and then when they do, you don't want it. You don't like it anymore. I honestly don't care. Drake Maverick is a good voice. I think Drake Maverick can do well for the AOP. Sure, the crowd may not know him. And they don't know much about the Authors of Pain. But just accept it at least. They've got a manager. Doesn't matter who it is. They've got a manager now. So that's the one thing I think people should be more happy about, that they've got a manager. But we're living in a fan base where the crowd they just ask, when they ask something and they get it. It's like this fan base is hard to impress. I don't care. They've got a manager, so I'm happy. They've got a manager. I don't care. Sure, it may not sense that they've got the 205 Live general manager as the manager for AOP, but ultimately, they've got a manager now. So just accept it. They've got a manager now. Probably one of the biggest shockers of the night was The Undertaker. He shocked everybody. Talk about shocking systems. he definitely shocked the Monday Night Raw system by appearing to confront Shawn Michaels in a very good segment. And I appreciate the build. And I appreciate the build, but they're only building to one match. They're only building to one match at the Super Showdown. Build to the others, please. Don't just build the one match. Then we had Sasha and Bayley, the Boss Hug Connection, take on Ember Moon and Dana Brooke. Wow. Poor Ember Moon. I know she didn't get the pin, but Jesus Christ, she's just become another girl on the main roster. Well, this is WWE for us. This is WWE for you guys. But either way, Sasha and Bayley get the win here with a roll-up. Sasha Banks rolls up Dana Brooke. Dana Brooke cracks it, and she walks off on Titus Worldwide. You know, I'm sounding. You know, I know I'm sounding less excited when I say it because I know this whole thing with Titus Worldwide is stupid. And Jesus Christ, you know, I want to talk about something before I move on. Jesus, God Almighty, Twitter, holy crap! It was the Let's Feel Sorry for Dana Brooke night. Holy God, man! Every single second when there was a new tweet, it's about Dana Brooke. Holy crap! It's the Let's Feel Sorry for Dana Brooke night. Holy moly! There were so many tweets about Dana Brooke. Sure, I understand. There's a lot of people out there that like Dana Brooke, and they probably feel sorry for her, and that she's not getting the proper push that she deserves. And sure, I understand that, and I know Dana Brooke gets real bashed on real hard by the hardcore wrestling fans, but at the same time, though, I kind of agree with them, only a little bit, that Dana Brooke is being underutilized. You know, I wish people would stop, you know, saying, oh, we don't like this superstar because they're bad wrestlers. Like, stop using the, oh, they're shit wrestlers. Stop. I just want people to stop the whole, oh, they're not good, oh, they're not good in the ring. That's why we don't like them. Sure, I know that might be the main reason why certain people like certain wrestlers. But, I mean, Jesus Christ, I mean, it was all over Twitter. It was the let's have sympathy for Dana Brooke night. Gee whiz. So that's all I saw all over my Twitter page when Raw was over. This is going to be the last thing I'm going to talk about, and then I'm out of here. WWE. I want to give you guys a nice round of applause. You want to know why I'm giving them a round of applause? Because they just given us the worst segment on Monday Night Raw, and they completely ruined one of their best things on Raw. They had Bobby Lashley and Jinder Mahal. They had Jinder Mahal. They had Jinder Mahal come out, and he wants Bobby Lashley to come out because he has anger issues. I don't ever remember Bobby Lashley having anger issues. You know? I don't ever remember Bobby Lashley having anger issues because he's always happy. But Jinder Mahal wants Bobby Lashley to shanty with him. So then that way they can meditate. I would like Jinder Mahal to shanty his way back to India. That's what I want. I want him to shanty his way back to India. Now, don't go out and tell me that saying the word shanty is a bad word. Because if it was a bad word, they wouldn't have Jinder Mahal say it. I think shanty is another word for calm in India. So, yeah, I want Jinder Mahal to calmly shanty his way back to India. That's all I want. Oh, sorry, he's Canadian, so I want him to shanty his way back to Canada. He's not Indian, for all those idiots that actually believe he's actually Indian. But anyway, let's talk about the thing that WWE did wrong. Well, this entire segment was wrong. It's obvious. But Kevin Owens. They had Kevin Owens come back. After only a week of him saying, I quit. He said, I quit. And he comes back with only a week after. I know it's storyline that he quit. I know he quit through storyline. But it makes no sense. It just makes no sense to bring Kevin Owens back after 1 week. You know, you could have had him, sit down at a SmackDown event. You know, like they could have shown him in the crowd sitting at a SmackDown event. They could have had him sitting at NXT, sitting at 205 Live, you know, or they could have had him show back up on SmackDown, saying that he's back on SmackDown because Monday Night Raw hasn't been treating him correctly. Kevin Owens was so much better on SmackDown Live. He was. So was Sami Zayn. It's a shame that we don't have to see Sami Zayn for the rest of the year, but Kevin and Sami were so good on SmackDown. And the only reason why they got sent to Raw was because of the whole, if they didn't beat Shane and Daniel Bryan, they would remain fired. That was the only reason why they got put on Monday Night Raw. I just don't understand it. I do not understand it at all, guys. And to me, Kevin Owens, this whole storyline with Kevin Owens, it was ruined. It was absolutely ruined. And I am disappointed at WWE for ruining a great storyline. You know, I'm very ashamed at WWE for ruining a great storyline. It's a damn shame. Anyway, guys, that's basically it. That's basically it for my Monday Night Raw review. I talked about the Shield stuff at the start, so there's no reason for me to talk about it again. That's pretty much your Raw review, guys. Raw wasn't really that exciting at all, you know, and yeah, that's all I gotta say. It wasn't really that good. Be sure to hit the like, hit the thumbs up if you guys did enjoy the video. Comment your opinions down below on what did you think of Monday Night Raw. And also, to be sure to follow me on Twitter, at pvalentine95 as well. Anyway, thank you all so much for joining me. And I'll see you all in my next video tomorrow with SmackDown Live. See you guys then.